Good morning. How are you? This is going to be a day in my life. Actually, just a few hours because I'm only recording me having my martial arts lesson. So, my martial arts is Mudak Kwan, Tang Sudo, and what is the other one? Tang Sudo. Oh, don't mess with me. Grandmaster Riley heard that I don't even know which martial art that I'm practicing, he will say something. So, let me get this right. Taekwondo, Muda Kwan, and Tang Sudo. And I know there is one other one. I believe it's Judo Kwan, but yeah, anyway. So, mixed martial arts, and I'm at the dojang today. Right now, I'm getting ready. Right now, putting on my gi. And I will meet you downstairs. Give me just a moment. I'm going to put on my gi. Okay, now that I have on my bottoms, pants, I will show you how I get dressed. Alright, so in the video it might be mirrored, but in some arts, the women are differentiated by the way that the front panel goes. The first martial arts that I was a part of, the sensei there wanted that and required that, but my sensei, my grandmaster now, that I have now does not require that. He said a fist is a fist, a punch is a punch, and when you get hit by it, there is no differentiating for there. So I'm doing this the traditional way, which is the right panel goes underneath and the left panel goes on top, instead of the left panel going underneath and the right on top. So, like I said in the video, it might be mirrored, but that's what it is here. Right, left. Okay. Alright, so now you gotta get your belt even. And I might need to put this one a couple times because I need to make sure that the writing that's on the ends of my belt lays correctly. And you want to make sure that it's nice and tucked. Alright, so once you start having lessons, you will learn how to properly tie a belt, but you can watch and see. I just don't feel like explaining. Okay, so it is wrong, so let me do the opposite. Alright, I gotta think about this in my brain. Hold on. Okay. So I know it needs to do this, and it needs to do that. Okay. Now it should be right. So upside down. Okay. And inside out. Okay. So just upside down. Hold on, y'all. Because this is going to take up all my space on my phone. Hold on. Okay. I think I got it. Let's see. Nope. It keeps being upside down. Oh, okay, okay. So it is right. Okay. So for some reason, on one side, okay, I got it right. So on one side it faces this way, and the other side faces down that way. The wording. So, okay. I'm ready. Now to the dojo. You don't think you'll find it?
You call over in there.
When did you have it last?
This morning. I'm standing right here. What you see?
I bet you it's either in your
I think I took it out and put it in my pocket.
uh-huh. It's gotta be around there somewhere.
Yeah.
You want me to look for you?
Nope.
Okay.
We're gonna practice.
Alright. Yes, sir. But some of it I'm gonna edit out. So this one, and it's just focused on the floor, not you. If you don't want to get your uniform. Okay. Right. What'd you say? Oh, you found it?
I got a certain crazy way.
Yeah. Because the rubber on the earpiece probably got stuck to the material. I'm glad you found it.
As long as I have it.
Yeah. That'd be a lot to have to buy again.
Let's see. Let me get you started.
Okay.
Stand up. Cheer up. To the flag. Kanye. Two masters. Kanye. Now face me. Kanye. Okay, face forward. Alright, sitting high. Close your eyes in meditation. Principles of what I know.
Serve your nation with loyalty. Serve your parents with difference. Patronize your friends with faithfulness. Never retreat from a fight. And never take a life indiscreetly.
Okay. Cite the tenets.
Thinking, discipline, loyalty, courage, strength, perseverance, compassion, faith, love, understanding, justice, honor, humility, balance, skill, leadership, self-propriety. That's what I know.
Okay. Alright. Bow. Kanye. Stand up. Okay. Breathe. Show boxing stand. Juby.
Here.
Okay. Come on. Show boxing stand. Juby.
Here.
Come on. Show boxing stand. Juby.
Here.
Come on. Other side. Show boxing stand. Juby.
Here.
Come on. Show boxing stand. Juby.
Here.
Come on. Show boxing stand. Juby.
Here.
Come on. Other side. Show boxing stand. Juby.
Here.
Jump change it. 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 Double jump change it. Again. 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 Triple jump change it. Again. Again. Come on. Breathe. How should hands behind your back? Relax. Lifted up that damn couch. I ain't supposed to lift up or something like that. Probably can waste this money anyway.
Are you okay?
Go on. Yeah, I'm alright. I think nothing wrong with me with being crazy in this app. Okay. So boxing stand to be?
Here.
Okay. Up chage, front snap kick. Off the rear leg, middle target. 8. Again, 8. Again, 8. Again, 8. Jump change, 8. Alright, same technique, 8. Again, 8. Again, 8. Again, 8. Again, 8. Jump change, 8. getting better as I'm not trying to telegraph, but you gotta ease up on them. You tending to try and sit, which is a natural reaction. It's actually hard to learn. Just pick your leg up and go.
Okay.
But it takes more practice.
Okay.
Again, hey. Good. Again. Again, hey. There you go. See, jump change. Hey. Again, hey. Again, hey. Again, hey. Again, hey. Jump change. Hey. Now you should be able to do that same technique high.
Okay.
All right. I don't know if your legs will make it yet.
I don't think so, but I'll try it.
Let's try to see how you do. Right, come on.
Nope.
Alright, that's not bad.
Okay. I'm still sitting. See?
Okay. Okay. Change it. Alright. Okay. Okay. Now I don't want you sitting like that, because now you're trying to push yourself like you're almost going to 30 or Chucky rounds kick.
Okay. Yes.
Alright, jump change it. Okay. Alright, let's do some shuffle. Shuffling forward, right? Alright, shuffling back. Shuffling forward. Shuffling back. Alright, now, going back to some old gather step.
Okay.
Okay, gather step.
Okay.
So you here, right?
Yes, sir.
Alright, you gather step. You just step in here, heel to heel, and back out, okay?
Okay.
And you go back. Alright?
Okay.
Gather step. Alright. Gather step, eight. Okay. Okay. Come back, eight. Okay. 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 Move forward, one, right? Good. Okay. Move forward again, one time, right? Good. Okay. Pivoting, turning, right? Okay. We want to do 90-degree turns. Look to the left, right?
To okay.
Okay. Again, hey, come on. Again, hey. Again, hey. Okay, jump change, hey. Going to your right, hey. 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 Jump change, hey. Okay. Tito drop, turning, nigga, turns, right? Right? 180-degree turns, right? Right? Hey.
Oh. Wait a minute.
Right. Just turn.
Okay.
But you gotta watch your position yourself.
Yes, sir.
Alright. One more time. Come on. Dude. No. Just turn.
Okay.
Turn it right there. Okay.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Making it harder than it is.
Yes, sir.
One time. Don't overthink it. Okay, again, hey. Okay. Yeah. Now watch your feet or readjust it. So you're gonna have to readjust your feet. You're gonna lose a couple inches when you do it. You know?
Okay.
Alright.
Yes, sir.
Try again. Hey, let's see. Okay. Again, hey. Here comes. Now, see, you pivoting. You trying to pivot on your heel, which is okay for the back foot. And then what you're doing, what happens when you pivoting, if you pivot on your heel, no, stop where you are, stay where you are.
Okay.
If you pivot right now, pivot right where you are. Alright, now, look down where your feet are. See how your feet are going to be, okay? So you step in to compensate. So that's why you shifting, you're actually moving, you know,
yes,
position and pitching. You got to be aware of that.
Yes,
okay.
Sir. Okay. So,
yeah.
Turn.
Yeah, you got to be aware of that.
Okay.
But it's the same thing as move over to this and watch.
Okay.
Alright. Go to forward stance. Hold on.
On the
Why
right
you
side.
have to change your leg?
I don't know.
Alright, now. You're in high forward stance. Usually low. Okay, right there. Okay, now. Okay. That's traditional.
Yes, sir.
Now, Tito trot, right? Why your foot didn't come all the way over? Because now you would just put yourself angled.
Okay.
If
so
you came all
come
the way,
on
there
here.
you go. Now make a buck again. See?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And going the other way, right? Come on. Alright. Jump. No, I ain't gonna make a jump change. Just step forward, low block, right? Okay, now why you up high again? You back in up high. Alright. Which I told you, modern, right?
Yes, sir.
Modern,
It's more upright.
you know, Taekwondo, Taekwondo, what you call it, okay, is still, you know, they use that high position, okay, which you puts them closer to almost the boxing stance, where I teach you the short boxing stance, okay, which is the position of your hands up and you're upright and you're just a little bit more shallower, okay?
Yes, sir.
Than the high stance, okay?
Okay.
Alright. And the reason they do that is in the modern, right, Taekwondo, you know, Taekwondo, most of, you know, what you call it, Taekwondo, okay, they are trying to put you in a base where it's in that position so you can move faster. That's more natural, okay? Alright, because, alright. Tito tribe, low block. Good, okay. Now, from right there, okay? Now watch where you are, okay? I want you to stay stationary in that position. What's going to happen is so you're going to do a front kick. This is what you go middle target, right? Alright, there you go. Okay, alright. Now put your hands, and we used to call this four stance for kicks, you know. Okay. Master Cho used to teach us that. Anyway, okay. Now, your hands are there. Alright, now kick again, right? Good. Now high, right? Okay. Now come upright a little bit more. There you go. Okay. Now make the kick again. Middle target. Now do a high target. Now how you feel it
Much easier.
It's a big difference.
Less energy.
Yeah, required to make the kick.
Right.
Yeah. Now, if you learn to kick, believe it or not, the truth is, if you actually learn to kick, you know, by being really good at from the old stances, the old stances, okay, you be a terror when you come up, okay?
Okay.
You practice and get there. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's go back to forward stance, low block.
Okay.
There you go. Okay. All right.
Traditional or stand up still?
Traditional. Okay. All right. Tio try. Right? Okay.
I gotta step over him.
Now, well, you stepping over now, but when you made the turn, you were supposed to just move that leg over. There you go.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. All right. It's not you going down. You turning. You're going to do a low block and a reverse punch, right?
Okay.
Okay. You're going to try reverse punch. There you go. All right. Again, right? Good. All right. Stepping forward, right?
Or reverse.
Yeah. Okay. Again, come. All right. This time, Tito try, right? Okay. All right. Now give me a little more speed and power. Okay, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Again, come on, right? Okay. All right. All right. This time, step forward. Low block, reverse punch. Right? Okay. All right. Now you're gonna do Tito shots again now, but this time I want more power, more speed. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. Again, hey, come on. Okay, again, hey, come on. Okay. Step forward. Front punch. There you go. Okay. All right. You're going the other way. You're going Tito try again. Okay. Wait. Okay. Wait. Don't be rushing now. Now, when you turn, I want you to be fast with power and speed.
Okay.
Got it?
Yes, sir.
Hey.
Oh. You gotta get my balance.
speed, more power. Come on, hey, come on. All right, again, come on. Okay. Step forward on technique, hey. Okay. All right. Judo try, going the back way. Come on. Hey, again, come on. Again, hey, come on. Okay. Step forward, making a low block with wrist punch, hey. Okay. Tito try, hey. Again, hey, come on. Again, hey. Okay. Alright. This time, okay? I want you to step in the Kimaze stance, horse stance, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you're gonna step in the Kimaze stance, make a low block, and then a punch, right?
Okay.
Right?
A low block.
I said a low block because no sense in me telling you a reverse punch because it is what it is. I mean, you're right at center, even though that's normally the command is normally a low block reverse punch.
Yes, sir.
Because you're reversing your hands, but most of the time it's you're thinking about it. It's you thinking about the hand being opposite to the legs. All right, center punch, hey, again, hey, again, hey, again, hey, again, hey, high punch, hey, again, hey, again, hey, again, hey, low punch, hey, again, hey, again, hey, outward forearm block, hey.
Isn't this?
No, it's the other way. It's going outward.
I get confused because this is outward.
You know the difference between out and going in? You going out, just like if you were going out the door, out.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
If I said go inward, then you go inward, right?
Okay.
Now, what you hear a lot of people say is outside forearm block, okay? And they say outside forearm block. You actually doing an inward forearm block. You know, okay?
That's why I got confused.
Yeah.
That's why I got confused.
That's what a lot of times.
Outside.
Yeah. Because if you listen to a lot of videotapes and watch videotapes when people are doing it, but it's technically outward, going outward. They teach you, the reason why they teach you to go outward like that is focusing.
Right.
Okay? You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Because we focus the center line. In Judo Kwan, I should say old Judo Kwan, okay? The focus was the center of the self, okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you center yourself, and everything emerges from your inside center, right? From inside your center. So what's the matter? Your legs in here? You're supposed to be able to sit there like that. Okay?
I know.
Okay. So be outside, you center yourself, right? So I'm here, center myself, right? Right?
Yes, sir. Okay.
Okay. You alright?
My legs are okay.
Oh, baby.
They keep Charlie horsing.
Be a black belt. Black belt. Alright, rising block. Hey. 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 What are you moving for?
Because take the opportunity.
Get over here. Yeah, about you doing standing.
Yes, sir.
Heck.
Oh.
Look at you. You about to get clobbered. Yeah, come on. Hey. Why you why you didn't change your block? Come on. You blocking.
Okay.
Come on. Hey, come on. Yeah, come on. Hey. Come on. Come on. Again.
Okay.
Hey, come on. You should be able to change your block. Should be.
Oh. Okay.
You're not gonna sit there and wait for your head hand.
No, I don't want to get hit.
All
Alright.
stretch your legs. Jesus Christ. Laziest generation of people.
I didn't practice.
So you have to master those techniques in that textbook.
Yes, sir.
You know, and the classical part. Because I could teach you the basic self-defense, street fight stuff. I could teach you that in 6 months, and that's, you know, that's it.
Right.
But, and that's what a lot of, you know, people go, I don't want to do MMA, I don't want to do this, and, you know, but a lot of MMA, you know, mixed martial arts, people are mixing all kinds of stuff over and snatching this from this, snatching this from that, and just like, you know, with Jeet Kune Do and Bruce Lee's technique, his stuff is all mixed up, but you know, when they forget that he seriously immersed himself in learning stuff, and then he worked with other masters of martial arts and people who trained in martial arts and visit schools sometimes and deal with other people and you know, get himself together that way. But I mean, and he looked books, videos, and all that. That's why he said I gotta stack all that stuff. You know, I've been doing that for years. You know, you gotta eat, sleep, and breathe this stuff sometimes. You know, especially if you're gonna be a fighter, a real fighter.
What do you think motivated him to do all that?
It's just lifestyle. I've been training martial arts since he was a kid. That's all you need. When you're a fighter like that. I got serious in martial arts, you know, because my cousins used to beat my behind all the time. I mean, they needed somebody to practice with. Come here!
And one day you just got good.
Shoot. I swear I dreaded it. My mother called my cousin. He coming up for the summer. I said, oh Lord. I said, oh no, man. He hung that damn heavy bag up there in the back room with the laundry room. And this big area. And put some mats out there. My mom, some bunch of blankets really with mats. Oh man, he had a training partner, me. My mom said, yeah. He beat my 5 days a week for some months.
Oh no! How old was he and how old were you?
I don't know. I think I'm about 4 years older than me.
That sounds about right.
He became a professional boxer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, his name was Sugar Ray Hart. Yeah. He did pretty good. He, you know, starting boxing. I don't know why he ended up, you know, getting out of it, but you know, he was doing good coming up. You know, the Philadelphia boxing circuit. Shucks. I was so glad when he left that summer though.
I would have been glad too.
I didn't mind training, but I mean, shucks, he got real on a lot of it. You know? Banged up and bruised up my mom, and they know, it's okay, it's good for you, boy.
That stuff hurts.
It hurts. And I was bumming lessons, and that was my other problem. I'm bumming lessons from schools, the real schools. Now I want to go. My mom would pay for them. So, shoot. Anyway, my long journey. But I said, you know, you deal with it. You know?
Yeah.
You want to do it. You know, I'm glad y'all stuck with it. I know a lot of things I would have did to you along the path. And the other part, you know, I could do you because I didn't have a lot of students, and you know.
Right.
If you're trying to keep somebody in, it's a different story.
Well, I appreciate the not going so hard on us before.
No, just enough to get you.
Yeah.
To get there. But that's why Lucy was on y'all last.
I know.
Why you let them get away with that? Alright. Alright, so Box says you be.
Yeah.
Okay. Throw it on Chucky. Roundhouse kick. Alright, let's do relay. Let's do relay first, right? Good. Come on, again. Again. You still got an injured back, injured side?
My lower back from that car accident.
Okay. Is it hurting?
It hurts.
Huh?
It hurts. But it's not like, it's not excruciating. It just makes my form off.
Yeah. Something having Tylenol or something like that. But anyway.
That's okay.
You have to do enough.
And also, too, I hadn't been practicing, so.
Okay, well, I appreciate you admitting that.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
It's obvious. Not put myself down, it's just, you can tell.
It's true, yeah. Alright. Let's change it. Pull it up. Pull out the little dummy.
Oh, okay.
That's good. Okay. Alright, get a little closer there. Right there. That should be enough room for you.
Okay.
Alright. Just hit the middle of it right now, okay?
Okay.
And roundhouse kick off the rear leg. Alright, now watch you control your hands and your body.
Okay.
When you move it, okay? Control it.
Yes, sir.
Again, right? Good. Again, come on, right? Again, right? Again, right? Okay. Now, let's go back to the old technique I showed y'all a long time ago, which you should have been practicing. So stopping kick and then make that stopping kick. Okay, 8, go on. Okay, again, 8. Again, 8. Again, 8. Okay, change your legs. Okay. Same technique, right? Okay. Do it without the stopping kick. Hey,
Okay.
come on. Again, hey. Okay. Shuffle back. Shuffle forward and give me the kick. Alright. Now, you're gonna do it off the front leg.
Okay.
Alright, now I'm gonna tell you to do this, but a lot of times I don't do this.
Okay.
Step across, because your feet, when you cross your feet like that, you take a chance on yourself getting entangled. That's why you're really good at it. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Alright. So step across, then do the roundhouse kick. Alright, come on.
Okay.
Again, and come on. Again, come on. Alright, jump change. Same technique, right? Need a little bit of room to this, so let's say you come back a little bit, right? Again, right? Again, right? Jump change. Okay. Now, you're gonna step across. And this is the famous move.
Okay.
Outward crescent.
Okay.
And then the roundhouse.
Wow. Okay. Really? You're really trying to get me tripped up.
Alright,
Okay.
there you go. Jump change. Okay. Same technique. Well, give me 6. Come on.
Okay.
Okay. Stretch your legs for a minute. I was gonna work on some of your forms, but since you already confessed that you haven't been practicing, so
I haven't.
ain't no sense in me starting in. I told you, did I not tell you that when people get their black belt, the first thing they do after that, first they take one lesson after they got it, unless the instructor makes them come in class or something, and monitors watching, and then they slack off for a while. That's
I also had a golf ball size bruise on my
I
hip.
understand you bruised, but okay. But I tell you, hey,
It was the same color as your sweatshirt.
your partner saying, well, she made an appointment, and then he said, oh, I think I gotta do something. I gotta go, we gotta go for a trip.
I'll practice this week.
Yeah, let me send you my dues, but that way you don't feel too bad.
I did part of my lesson.
Yeah. See, when I got my black belt, I wanted to try that crap, man. Oh, your ass here because you gotta teach.
You thought you was gonna get more lessons?
Huh?
You thought you were gonna get more lessons?
I get my lessons. I'm still getting my lessons, but I still had to teach. I had to teach my 3 classes a week. One of the senior belts that was further up, that gave them a break. That's how you move up.
Yeah.
Sometimes they when you come in, you gotta teach, and then they in the back of the room watching you while you teach.
Right.
You know, and they're practicing. They practicing on the floor by themselves. They don't have to practice. And then if they want to take over the class, they take over the class. But if they say, I don't want to take over the class, you stay there. You keep doing what you're doing. I'm gonna watch, and they're gonna watch while I'm practicing. They'll let you know if you start doing something wrong. Trust me.
Do they come and correct you in front of? Oh, I know it's in front of everybody, but do they?
Can't they correct you for the technique?
So
if they're necessary, depending on if it's gross or not, but they're gonna. There's nothing wrong with correcting you. I mean, you learn. We all learn from that. I mean, they're watching you. They're helping you grow as an instructor.
Right.
And there's no sense in correcting a mistake in private when everybody else is watching it, and they're going to end up making the same mistakes. You know, that's why you get to the point where you learn, you know, to just accept it and understand it. You know, you learn from it.
Yeah. It's not made to humiliate you, just correct.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's like when you saw the scene in the Dragon when it first opened, when they was having the fighting match, and they had all the other people watching. That's a training session. You know, they say, get on the floor and say, and they all look and see what you did, and then you do your thing. You know. He came in there, he did his thing, then he had his little moment showing off his, his flips.
Right. He went above. The wind picked up.
Exactly. That's the way it is.
I'm stiff like this because I was laying on my couch for too long.
How long we got?
I don't know what time it is. But...
It's 11:49. How much time we got?
Okay. Yeah. What? Well, not 1 o'clock.
About
12:30.
Okay. I mean,
How much time do you have?
I ain't got nowhere to go. I got that car and wait for them to call me to come get my car.
Okay, yeah.
You practice all day. I teach you all day. I'll just have to gauge what I'm trying to do.
Right. Yeah.
It's a good way for you to put in some hours.
Yes, sir.
I ain't gonna hurt you. Like I told you, you got 2 more years before you can take another test.
Yes, sir. Well, that video that you sent me, that man.
Oh, that guy. That's what I wanted y'all to see.
I know. It's motivation. Trust me.
Exactly what I wanted.
It's motivation. And he is serious.
And he was in public. Exactly.
Yes. And the testing competition.
No, that was a competition.
Yeah, a competition. And everybody was like, do you see that? Mm-hmm. And he was serious.
Mm-hmm. I don't know how he got his belt.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Who gave it to him?
I said, I believe it or not, he could have paid somebody and they gave him a belt, a certificate. Wow. Otherwise, he could have just went and got his own and put it on and declared himself what he is. But yeah, I said this is yucks.
He was definitely at a white belt level.
Yes.
That was a white belt level.
And I've seen better white belts.
Yeah.
Better white belts. And I sent y'all one. I think of a guy in the 3rd degree, something like that, was all messed up. Said right. Be okay.
Wow.
See, that's why you see people out here putting themselves out there as 3rd, 4th, 5th degrees, some guys grandmasters, 12th degree black belt, 33 degree.
Don't
back in the day, that's when people used to say, "Oh, okay, you that good, huh?"
I can literally see the beard growing.
Can we spar? They used to do challenges back in the day. I don't think that I haven't seen too many people do challenges anymore. They used to do challenges. They thought you was a funny. Yeah, that's me though.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, no, I'm okay. Like, the number is what impresses people, but it's not. It's your skill.
Well, when you're just talking to people, they don't know. The public don't know.
True.
Yeah.
That's true.
Shucks, it took me so long to shoot, and I finally got to where I'm at. Shucks. But I really, after I got my 4th, I really didn't care about going further. And I was watching some of my peers go past me, especially primarily like Jack Dark. Now you see a lot of his stuff on YouTube, on him teaching his classes on Facebook, and he got some stuff on Instagram or TikTok.
Instagram. I've seen him on Instagram. I think on YouTube too, but mostly Instagram and Facebook.
But he is way a lot milder than he was when he was actually trained. And if there was some way for me to show you the way Jack was trained traditionally, okay, by Harold Hankins, okay, and Hankins was no joke, and I'll tell you, Jack Doc was a badass martial artist. I mean, he. So when I sit there and I watch what he teach now, the way it's like, watered down and so, I say, shit. But hey, you gotta pay the rent. You got that big ass school there.
It's a big gym.
Yeah, hey, you gotta pay the rent, keep some lights on. I ain't mad at him. I ain't mad at him. But I didn't say shit. Well, they knew shit back in the day. Yeah, Hankins and Zulu. Hankins would let that shit go on.
I do believe that they're up there watching.
Like, I hate him. My Master Cho, when I was trained traditionally in school, and by the time I got to, between my first degree to my second, because I went to Philadelphia and trained under Yang Si Hong and Lee Jung Se, which was a traditional. They was motor Quan tanks that don't have kilo. And shoot, man, that was no joke then. I got a master joke. Then I came back, I was training, and then after I got my black belt, when I took my test for black belt, I mean, shit, he put my ass through the grinder, and all the old school guys did. And then they had like 2 people come behind me, and I'm sitting there looking at this shit. I mean, they wasn't bad, they were good, but I mean, they just didn't have to do a lot of the shit I had to do, and I'm sitting there saying, something wrong with this picture, Yeah. So finally, some months later, I told you how he held my certificate.
Yes, sir.
You passed, but you still gotta teach class. Someone I said shit, and so I said, well, so I brought up the subject. He said, you boys are old school boys. Y'all learn different. Your attitude different. You train. He said, but we can't. We have to. Be a little more different than when you started. Because he said, these bunch of people, they can't handle that kind of stuff like that. Really?
Right, because
oh, really?
No, quit. What? I wonder what it was he knew you weren't going to quit.
I ain't quit because I'm just was, foolish enough to stay loyal like that. That's why when he made the deal with Mr. Lee saying I had to come all the way back to New York, he said, well, I got permission to go train. But in those days you couldn't, you wasn't supposed to go from one instructor to another without permission.
Right.
So I was working at the Philadelphia shipyard after I got out of the Navy. So I knew I went back to New York temporarily, and then I stayed back in New York and back in school at Master Cho's, and I decided to go to Philadelphia for a while and stay with my father. And so while I was there for a while, I went on and I ended up trying to decide I was going to train there. So I asked for permission. I went to Master Lee School, Old York Road. And they said, so we called Master Cho, and the master said, well, yeah, I'll give him my permission. He can stay there and train a while, but he must come back to New York to get his black belt. He's still my student. So I stayed there. I trained, and after about maybe a year and a half, almost 2 years, probably a year and a half, something like that. And but we was training every day because the group we had, everybody trained every day. Was just that way, we all meet up at the gym or the dojang. So I mean, it was like, I think it was about 22 students always there.
That's a decent size.
Yeah, but that's still small for a dojang, but I mean. But if you got consistent people being there,
right.
And Lee Jong Se didn't come a lot, when we was training. Most of the class was taught by Yang Si Han, who's actually Hapkido, but he was Hapkido and Motor Quan. And so anyway, I was just about to get my my black belt. I had passed my Motor Quan, traditionally the stripes, colors different. Have a brown belt, and actually in traditional Motor Quan, it's a red belt, and then you get a collar. Okay. And like the trim you see in the black and white.
Yes, sir.
That's what they trim out.
Same thing, but red.
Yeah. And so I said, I talked to my phone and said, Master Lee about to give me, about 10 minutes so I can take my test here. I said, oh no! Oh no! You gotta go back to New York. You gotta go back to New York. He said, yeah. He said, I told Master Lee, you my student. I said, and Master Joe said, I don't care who you train with. Whoever give you that first degree black belt, that's your primary instructor. I don't care where you go. He said, whoever give you that first degree, that's why you got to come back. Shoot, man. I went back. I had to take a transition into brown belt.
Again?
But no, 6 months. I got certificates upstairs and all that. And then I had that transition to brown. Then I went to a first degree black belt.
So you were already a brown belt
I was
in
already
Philadelphia.
that Q, yeah.
And then he stepped you back.
My Q. No, it's just transition because it's the same Q, but they make sure that you do the forms they want you to do and the other stuff that you gotta learn. That's done at that school. And we used to have what's called combat combinations. I taught y'all combat combination number 1. That's force hands, low block, front kick, rise back, reverse punch, front kick, palm block, spear and thrust. And that's from Master Cho's. So anyway, when I transitioned, I had Julio Osai, he only visit once in a while. Eddie Rose was there all the time. John Saddle. More of those guys' names, but we had a bunch of them. They used to be there all the time watching and helping me. I know Master Cho told them to help me along, but I tell you, they was on my ass all the time. They worked the hell out of me.
They saw your potential.
Yeah, a lot of times the instructor tells you, I don't watch him. Yeah, they look at your potential, but work on him. And they but that's why I stuck it out. I mean, because I always saw myself wanting to be at least 4th degree. I wanted to be 4th degree, and that's where I wanted to go. Because see, actually, when you look at the way the martial arts and karate do came in, would get you from culture. He brought it from Okinawa. And when Okinawans, they only went to 4th dan, and that was it. You went to 4th dan, and that was it. You stayed in. And everything after 4th dan, if they gave you something after 4th dan, was an honor. It was an honorary time belt for something like that, but they didn't go for the 4th dan because you was master. And that means you mastered the art. And then, get from Koshi, when he took it to Japan, that's when he, developed the Shotokan.
Right.
And, you got, I don't know if it's in that textbook, Kyohan, Karate Do Kyohan, the Master Text, but there's another book that goes with that book on the philosophy. I didn't require y'all to read it. I had a copy of it years ago. I loaned it to somebody and I haven't seen it since. I could have bought another one, buy it off of eBay. Probably a good used copy for maybe $7-8 by now, maybe $15. But anyway, when I saw looking at the philosophy and how they changed, they adjusted it when they did the Shotokan, because he was teaching at a college, it was all the way it forced and moved along. Okay, now Judo Kwan came into play with Master Cho, and then when Master Cho was studying with Dr. Kwei Byung Yoon, had studied the Shotokan. But that's when it came with the Kung Sudo came in. You know what I'm saying? I mean, so actually, you know, at that point, they were actually doing Japanese stuff karate. You know, that's why when you look at Master Cho's book, you see the book, the title is you know, Korean karate. You know, and he explains that in the book, and you know, he didn't believe in, you know, giving long philosophy lessons, and history lessons. That little blurb was it. If he came on the floor and spoke about something, it wasn't long either. You know, he give me 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and that was the end of it. Unless you end up, if you in the office, if you were one of the select few that got to go to office, Master Joe, you know, while he was working, doing some of that, he'd love to talk to you about it. And then when he really, you know, he really, and I used to be in the office all the time, you know, come over there, you know, get us, you know, college, or I set my classes up so I could go into the dojo, and because I was teaching early classes anyway. Right. And but that's when you learn this stuff, you know, and then you make a decision off of that, and then you actually, when you groom like that, you're actually part of an inner circle, a special circle. Well, you know, and I try to teach y'all like I teach the inner circle stuff. So I give you all that stuff, and you know, that's why you can see a lot of differences. And you know, and if people ask you certain things, you can answer certain questions. At least if you don't answer the question, you know where to look for the answer. Right. So, and so that's. But you know, but once you just Shotokan, when you get your point across, you're going back. And I'm going to go to these tangents. I know you understand me, because I know I jump sometimes. You know, either it's a connection. When they laid the foundation, you had a lot of different people that came into play, and you had all these other styles that came off of Shotokan. You know, you had Masayama to this thing, you know, and then you had, and that Masayama's Kyokushinkai came off because when they was, while Shotokan developed, they started having tournaments, practice tournaments, you know, to see who was better than this and style and this and whatnot. And Masayama said, he said, "Yeah, this is bull crap, you know." He's all these candy ass, you know, black, you know what I'm saying? Yes. So Yama went to the mountains and trained for a while, and he came back, but they wouldn't let him go in this tournament. Right.
Was it because he was so rough?
No, I don't know what the whole story was, but there is a history behind it. And they wouldn't let him in this tournament. So well, he had a tendency also when he was in tournament of hitting people too hard. You know?
That's what I mean.
So
too rough.
So he went to the mountains and came back, and he started talking big crap. You know. So he said, "I'm gonna produce the most finest martial artists, you know, karateka in the world, you know." That's why I tell you, when I see y'all the videos of watching the modern day Kyokushin guys, and I show you the video, and I look at the old, I said, "This is Kyokushin Kai. This is when I trained Kyokushin Kai, you know, under Mr. Higashi. No, just they train today the way they train. They train standing upright, you know, they learn all the traditions, but they stand up. And then what they do is they do all the body shots, you know, and low kicks and whatnot. You know, and then some people learn to do some spinning kicks and hit high and stuff like that. But you know, when you look at most of the fights they have today, it's mostly body action. But anyway, when that style then came out of Kyokushin guy, Sato
Mm-hmm.
came along. Okay. And there's about, I think about 12 of my Soyama students that left and developed their own systems, own styles, after they became masters, fourth degree. You probably go on the internet right now and look it up and see how many and look at Shotokan and Offspring, because I know somebody probably put a chart up there by now. Well, like I said, all that stuff goes back to Okinawa. And everybody putting all these higher belts in there. When you first got past fourth degree, it was just a basic honor,
Yeah.
Either you wrote a book or some like taught a lot of students or something else, and they put together a big organization. Then it got to the point where the people start paying for the belts, because and a lot of people that paid for their belts were really good. They just didn't have time to put in to do all that other stuff. So they started building worldwide organizations.
Yeah.
And if you look at what happened with Taekwondo, Jun Choi Hee, which the International Taekwondo Federation was his. He had a dispute with the people in Korea, but he had the Korean Taekwondo Association, and then if you read the textbook, I could copy the textbook upstairs, the original textbook. And if you look in that textbook, the original textbook, it's different than a lot of stuff you see in some of these other textbooks that came out. It's still close to Shotokan, right?
Right.
But Jun Choi he comes to more the upright stance, and a lot of the stuff he doing. Some of the forms are even different. They don't. Jun Choi he didn't use any of the old forms from Shotokan. But his claim was that he had revived the art from Taekyon, okay, which is an old tradition. That's why today when you hear him talk about Taekwondo, the Koreans are trying to make it look separate and trying to forget the history, the connection they had with Shotokan. They want to base it all back on the old stuff, the philosophy from the Watering Dan, which is a flower use group way back in history. And then they pick up the old other arts that came along from the periods of the invasions and all that. That they try to. Since first of all, there's a lot of bad blood between the Koreans and the Japanese because of what happened in World War II.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And the Japanese was brutal. There's nothing nobody can say about that shit. I mean, they was just some mean mother suckers, And I mean, even with the Chinese dealing with them as far as the kung fu advancement, and you got a lot of Korean Taekwondo masters that had actually studied kung fu, and which is not kung fu. Kung fu means high skill.
Right.
Okay. It's wushu is the proper term. Okay. Wushu is the proper term. But these masters, when they came about, and had conflict with the Japanese arts. Okay. That's where you understand seeing where's how the development is. So now they're trying to separate themselves from it. And so you had the World Korean Taekwondo Association became World Taekwondo Federation Association. Then they had three other organizations came out. Motor Quan was came in. It was 9 coons. Okay, not Quans. I mean not Quans. Coons is kung fu wushu.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Mm-hmm.
Quans. They these 9 Quans, but it's actually, if you go back to the beginning, it was really five Quans. Okay, and then 4 of them became offshoots, but because they came about in the early period, they become part of what they said the 9 Quans.
Got it.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and they're offshoots, and I think it's three of the original 5 had instructors, master instructors that came out of the system that was influenced by Shotokan.
Mm-hmm.
And then 2 of the others came out of Wushu and Judo or Jitsu, something like that. One of the master Jitsu. I probably got a book upstairs with this all the information on. So that part of the thing is there. So, but when you learn that and understand where you come from, it's like, hey, you talk to people today, you talk a lot like this.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know that shit. They don't know that stuff. Yeah. They just ignorant as could be. Shit, they ain't trying to learn. I thought about probably doing a certificate from Koki Wong and go back, but I said I ain't going back. Because once I left out of Master Cho, when Koki Wong put pressure on Master Cho, I said I ain't putting up with all this political bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And you tell I'm rebellious. You know I'm rebellious because you see I'm still rebellious trying to deal with Donald Trump and his bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a question about that once you're done with your.
Well, go ahead.
Has the Federation regretted giving him an honorary black belt since they gave it to him? Have they said anything else after it?
Oh, they ain't said nothing about it. It doesn't take the Federation to give them to him. All it takes is a black belt that's ranked up there high. That's all.
Oh, I thought it was the whole Federation that gave him.
I'm not sure if the Federation gave it to him, but when they wrote the article, technically, if a black belt, who's above 6th or 7th degree, it's like representing the Federation. So that's why you see at the bottom of your certificate, you see my number there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Okay. And you see on my certificate's here.
Mm-hmm.
You see somebody's name, and you see sometimes you see the instructor's number.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a grandmaster on it. He's sensing. So I mean, world thanks. It is what it is. They represent. Let's represent. That's why they tell you you're supposed to be careful about who you issue. You put that little stamp on there, that little red stamp. That's it.
It's done for. It's official.
It's right. It's done. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So so you gotta decide what you want. In trying to take back an honorary degree, they gave him that honorary degree because of his position.
Mm.
His position commands respect.
Right.
His role as president of the United States. Regardless of how I feel about him and what an asshole I think he is and shit he and think he don't belong in that position, the people of the United States put his ass in that position. You know what I'm saying? They voted. He won the election. He won the election legitimately, even though when he got with the other thing, I got all these votes and blah blah. No, the electoral got him, and how they got that was through gerrymandering the first time. But in this time, I mean, hey, he still won the electoral college, but he still only won with 49% of the votes. And then you look at the amount of votes Kamala Harris, but.
So if he was in the minority, how is it that he still won? Because of electoral college?
The electoral college would put you in.
Right.
Okay.
And that's why they're trying to get rid of electoral college. Because it doesn't matter.
A lot of people screaming they want because of the problem is because of gerrymandering. If they weren't able to gerrymander, they wouldn't be able to manipulate the electoral college like that.
Right. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of times and stuff when I'm trying to send y'all something, tell you think about looking at this. You need to look it up, and if I can sit and tell you all about, then I had to take you all the way back to looking at Madison and all. I'm looking at the Federalist Papers and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah, I'm familiar with that. I am familiar with that.
Yeah, and people don't understand how the government said it. I mean, a lot of thought went into making this system. And then they say, oh, I'm tired of the government was doing this, government doing that. No, that's people that's in the government doing it, but it's not the whole. The government is, I mean, this experiment, democracy is fantastic. You can, it's like nothing else that was ever created on earth. And what they did was they actually looked at structures of different governments all the way back to ancient Rome, ancient Egypt, and all these things. And they got together and they talked about it and they hashed it out and cussed at each other, if you want to say that, and did everything else in order to try to work out some kind of pattern to make this thing work. It's a fantastic
And they got the founding fathers, quote unquote, got the democracy from the indigenous people that were here. The indigenous people that were here already had that system, but they
had something similar.
Oh, okay. It wasn't the same.
Trust me. Trust me. They said something. You gotta look at all the political education, political science, and like this government is in effect right now is all messed up. They're actually not operating within the framework of the law.
No, they're not. Not at all.
It's like when I'm dead, he took the opportunity. First of all, decided change the modify the White House, and then what he do, he wait until they damn out of session, and then since the damn wrecking crew over there rips up the damn East Wing. Nobody's not. But that's back to his honorary degree. He shouldn't. It's full of shit. Once it's issued, it's issued. Just like when they took Vanessa Williams' crown. I mean, hey, you could talk about you taking it back, but the world know that it was issued. It's like I went to Regent University, and that's where I got my second master's. And but there's a moral clause in our paper that says that if you do anything to seriously embarrass the university and whatnot and the nation, they can rescind your degree. Okay, so you put a rubber stamp on my damn record in the college saying, oh, he's not associated with us no more. And a piece of paper. When people get this bar, you go to, they go to college and university and everything, become a lawyer and shit. Then they disbar your ass because you done some crime. Everybody still know you was a lawyer.
Right. Can't take the knowledge away.
No, you can't. That's been done. That's a done deal. Now your right to practice may be a different story.
Right.
And then they come back and say, well, I need a recommendation, a reference, for this person. Then it comes up. Well, they did this, did that, or something. We rescinded their rights as agreed, in the degree and stuff. Bullshit. Personally, I think they should have never gave him a piece of paper in the first place, because he had done too much shit to get to where he is. Because the tenants, remember I expressed to you that the tenants mean something. The tenants are the key elements of where we are. And when whoever made, the master or whatever made the decision to, well, okay, we're gonna give him one because of his position. No, that's bullshit. Because he is in that position, he was supposed to have already met those elements. The tenant. The man's got no honor, right?
Right.
He's got no discipline, okay? Integrity. All that shit is right there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? No, you just don't do it. I don't care. No. What's the first principle of watering dog?
Serve your nation.
Serve your nation with loyalty. He's a damn draft dodger. If you look at the tenants and look at those things, see, no. As opposed to Vladimir Putin, right, who's a Russian, okay? Putin is a real martial artist.
Yes.
Okay? He's a real martial artist. He holds second-degree black belt, something like that. Okay? And, he was a KGB officer, but he was working on behalf of he wanted to put back the old guard. He wanted to put it back the way the country was. We may not agree with a lot of people, maybe a lot of people don't agree with what he's trying to do with changing it, because some folks had liked the idea of a quasi mixed type government where he had democracy.
Right.
But you look at him, I mean, he know what he's doing. He know what he's doing. He's well educated. Donald Trump, I'm a self-made man. No, you ain't. Your daddy gave you $60 million, and you fucked up half of that. It is what it is.
It's like that martial artist that video you sent me on Friday.
Yeah. I forgot you got that daggone camera on me.
I can edit that part out.
You can edit it out. I don't give a damn. I said it. That's me. I did it.
Yeah. Well, thank you for the lesson, sir.
Hey, it's my pleasure. My pleasure to teach you. And son. I'm glad somebody convinced me to take you along, but I decided I promised that I wasn't going to teach anymore. Wasn't going to take any more students. I said, but it's been a good journey. I mean,
yes, it has.
It's hard to believe it was 5 years.
I know.
I said 5 years, damn.
It's a long time, but it's always something to learn.
Yeah,
always.
And I'm still walking around reading. I was laying back the other day. I looked up on the thing, and I said, my ninth answer. I said, it's been 2 years.
Wow.
It's been 2 years. I said, I never even thought about it. I gave much thought to it. I said, shucks. Anyway.
I was very proud of you when you got that.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
A lot of people was, shucks, I was on the Joe Patch from the union, shucks, but it was, I was way past my time, shucks. I was way past my time, 8, 7, all that stuff. Shucks. I still been practicing. I still been practicing. Shit. myself back together, you know, from that, you know, hospital procedures and whatnot.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's a lot. The way the body moves, because it moves that way naturally, when something traumatic happens, and trying to get back to that natural movement, it's a lot of work.
It's really
a lot of work.
Shucks, because I mean, especially when they took me off all my supplements and killed my testosterone level, because that kills you, that kills all your muscles and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. But
Yep.
I'm gonna get there.
Good.
I'm gonna get there. Somebody asked me, was I actually gonna try for 10th? Just shit, I don't know damn 10th man, shit.
Isn't that what you did?
That's what it's supposed to give it to you.
You can wait off of that.
You got people walking around now with certificates saying they 10th damn, but you used to get that one until your ass was dead.
Yeah.
You know,
just hold off.
bunch of 9th dans get together, 7, 8, 9th dans get together, talking about, oh yeah, we gonna well honor 10th dan. They show up at your funeral and put the daggone plaque up there, you know, everybody sitting up there.
Yeah.
Your wife, a woman, and she's still alive, sitting up there. I'm so honest. Boo, we crying, accepting awards for you. Man, everybody's saying, these guys say, I don't want it when I'm dead. I want mine now.
Yeah.
You're right. Fantasy, so what? I'm gonna play with these rings today.
Okay.
Yeah, I got all these rings. I'm trying to shoot. That's hard. I was gonna start y'all on rings. You know, about this stuff, but
yeah, I gotta get my upper back or my core strengthened. It's getting better, but there's still.
You know, I got a whole core training package right there. I'm gonna buy the floor.
Oh, right there. Yes, sir. Is it video or CD? Or DVD?
There's a disc in here, a book and everything.
Okay.
But we ain't gonna work on that yet.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna work on your head. Let me see. Let me pick that pack up.
Okay.
No, the pack.
Which one? This one?
No, the pack. No.
This?
Yes, that backpack. Yeah. I don't want it.
You just want me to pick it up?
Yeah, we should put it up.
Oh. What did you put in here? This feels like my bag. I want a military grade bag. Not military grade, but it was. Yeah.
You got another one?
Yes, sir.
Good. Buckle up the top part. Good. How do you feel?
Balanced.
Really? Good.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Why do I feel like you're gonna make me do push-ups?
No, you're not doing push-ups.
Okay.
All right, face that little bag, the mini bag.
Okay.
You got it?
Yes,
Show
sir.
my sister.
Kick.
Oh, okay. Step across, front kick. Come back, come on. Again, step across, front kick. Okay, again, come on. Again, come on. Jump change. Alright, go ahead, give me 3. Again, come on. Alright, jump change. Alright, you can shuffle forward if you want to 7 cards, whatever. But give me a spinning back question.
Oh, God. Okay. My back is not ready for this.
Okay, let me take it off.
All right. It's a nice back.
Okay. Mukbang close your eyes meditation. Principles of what in the
Serve your nation with loyalty. Serve your parents with difference. Patronize your friends with faithfulness. Never retreat from a fight, and never take a life indiscreetly.
Okay. Give me the first 5 tenets.
Thinking, discipline, loyalty, courage, strength.
Okay. Good. Alright, come here, bow. Stand up. Sure. Flag. Come here.
What'd you say?
2 flags.
Oh.
And sword. 2 masters. Come here. Face me. Come here. Say sword.
Thank you very much, sir.
Not yet. Wait.
Oh.
I'll clap my hand. Say Isan.
Thank you very much, sir.
Okay. Alright.
Alright.
You can put it back.
Uh-huh.
I was thinking about sparring with you and beating you the other day, but I don't want that to be your first video.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, you asked the video first time. I want to mess up your first
Right.
cinema experience.
Never reproduce again. First and only production. Thank you, sir.